Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. Where we last left off, we've just been exploring Flora 23, and that's about it. I accidentally revealed this little spot while I was getting back to this place, so that's all you missed. Other than that, I did get a request over the comments. Unfortunately, this is back right now. The request is made on like when I have part 51 I think up on the on YouTube, and this is actually part 70 something, so I can't really make changes too quickly. So but the request was to at least like in the beginning of videos, or maybe at least beginning of boss fight, before doing a boss fight, to reveal all my gear set. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Most of my stuff hasn't changed too much, but I'll go ahead and review everything. For Amelia, what I did mention in the comment that I replied to, I focused entirely, practically entirely on status resistances. I especially paralyzed, mainly because I'm using Iku, and Iku's buff, if you've forgotten, causes paralyze as well as give plus 75% attack and magic. So that's why I have so much emphasis towards status resistance. Also, it's a good thing to have against bosses and random encounters. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over the stuff. Romelia is equipped with, has to have a lot of status resistance, not only because of the paralyze and the fact that I make her a tank, it's also because her self-buff causes paralyze and poison, so I have to keep that in mind. But I've managed to fix most of my issues because of recent items. But originally I was equipped with a lot of rings, like the poison resist ring and the paralyze resist ring. Now I have the Star of Elendil, which is plus 4 stamina, plus 20% all status, or plus 20% all stats, and plus 8 to all status resistance. She also has Armods, which is plus 50% attack, plus 12 stamina, plus 144 wind affinity, plus 36 para resistance. And Egg of Life, which is hit point mine, plus 30%, recovery plus 6%, nature, wind, spirit, plus 50, poison, plus 16. Yomu has, her emphasis is on pretty much just paralyzed resistance, though I have given her stuff that gives her death resistance as well, because I usually leave her out to take hits sometimes. But other than that, I focus mainly on just attack. So Shiva's leather boots gives plus 48% attack and defense, plus 40% speed, plus 15 paralyze and death resistance. Great Questions Mask is plus 100% all stats. When it says all stats, it's all stats except HP and SP. Lancer Assault Rifle, which is plus 100% attack and defense, which we got a few videos ago. Alice, I kind of focus on magic, it seems to be, yeah. All resistances. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have her focused mostly on magic, but I do have... she's also kind of a tanky magic user, so I kind of have her all set up to have all resistances rather high. As you probably can see, they're all above 30, so she can pretty much... she's practically immune to all status effects except for debuffs. But anyway, Forbidden Tablet, plus 30% magic, plus 4% recovery, plus 60 mystic affinity, and plus 16 to silence and death resistance. Gold Cloth, plus 30% HP SP, plus 6% recovery, plus 40% all stats, plus 48 all affinities, and plus 12 to all status resistances. So it's a really good tanking item. Grand Grimoire is plus 24% SP, plus 6% magic, plus 80 mystic and spirit affinity, and plus 12% recovery. So yeah, a lot of emphasis on magic and SP, it seems. For Kaguya, I have to use a Ring of Hades, which is just a straight up plus death resistance item. I don't really leave her out to take hits, but I've gotten to the point where I kind of make sure everyone's kind of death resistant to everything, just in case. So I kind of sacrifice a bunch of stats just to get plus 20 death resistance. Anyway, well, actually, you know what? Let's change that. Talena Shell Necklace. This will increase her instant. It's only plus 16 death resistance, but also gives plus 48 spirit affinity and plus 16% SP in mind. And I'll still have above 30 death resistance, so let's go ahead and do that. So there we go. Telly and a Shell Necklace, which I already told you about. Frozen Eye, which is SP, Magic, Speed, plus 72%, and plus 256 Wind Affinity. And then I gave her Honor Mods. Originally she had the Paralyze Resistance Ring. The reason I gave her Honor Mods is one, Honor Mods gives more Paralyze Resistance than the ring does, and also it just gives other stats. That's really the only reason. She doesn't need attack, but the Wind Affinity and plus 12 stamina is always can be definitely more useful than just straight up plus 20 Paralyze Resistance. There you go. This is Maribel. She's our newest member. She's kind of an all-rounder, but she's mostly focused on magic. She has the Great Questions Mask, which is plus 100% all stats. She has Karen Device, which I kind of just gave her to give her the all resistances. It gives plus 48 to all affinities and plus 12% to all resistances. And then I have her equipped with the Star of Lendl, which is plus 4 stamina, and plus 20% all stats, plus 8 to all stats resistances. This makes her 32s in all of her resistances. So she's practically immune to everything, including debuffs, which is pretty good. Mei Ling, our main tank. We haven't really changed much on her. Actually, I'm lying. We did change one thing with one new item. But anyway, defense, mind, and status resistances, and affinities. That's pretty much all the tanking stuff on Mei Ling. Shuttle Body gives plus 36% defense and mind, plus 20% all status resistances. Power Dragon Scale Mail gives plus 50% defense, plus 40% mind, plus 72 all affinities. And then Mirror of Rafnor, which is pretty similar to Power Dragon Scale Mail, except it's better in all aspects. It's plus 64% defense and mind, plus 80 to all affinities. Alright, Iku, our third slaughter. She's usually focused on buffing, so I don't worry about anything besides defense and speed and health and stuff like that. So she has the Egg of Life, which is plus 30% HP, mind, recovery. We've already talked about the Egg of Life. But other than that, she also has the Ring of Hades, which is plus 20 death resistance, and the Yamabiko Necklace, which is plus 20 silence resistance, because if she gets silenced, she's practically useless. And I kind of want to keep her in the main row, so I have her with 30 resistance to death and silence. You probably noticed that 30 and a resistance is actually borderline, which means there is a chance that she gets instant killed. I believe she got instant killed in the fight with the Bale Avatar, for example. So she doesn't really have good gear, because right now I haven't found any good resistances items to give to her yet. So until then, not much we can do about that. She naturally has above 30 paralyzed resistance, so I don't have to give her anything that involves paralyzed resistance. So that's pretty much the only good thing. Alright, Rumia. I think originally I had her equipped with nothing but like Cloaks of the Bat or something like that, but now I've long since changed from that. She has the King of Hearts badge, which is plus 40% HP, plus 48 attack and defense, plus 30% speed and evasion, and plus 16 to poison and paralyzed resistance, along with plus 6% recovery. She doesn't need attack, but she doesn't even need defense really, because she's not supposed to be tanking. But I give it to her mainly for the resistances, because it's better than nothing. And you know, extra speed and HP is always good. File of Galadriel is plus 60% all stats, plus 6 to all stats resistances. You know what? I can replace that. Guess it's a good thing I'm reviewing all this, aren't I? Star of Lendl. There we go. So now she's equipped with the Star of Lendl instead, which is more status resistance, and plus stamina. Oops, sorry, wrong button. And the final thing is the Dew Prism, which is SP, Magic, Mind, plus 50%. Fire, Cold, Wind, Nature resistance, plus 80, and Silence resistance, plus 20. So she's pretty much set. As far as resistances are concerned, she's kind of vulnerable to instant death, though. Alright, Suwaku. Suwaku is, if you've forgotten, uses both attack and magic. She uses attacks for single target attacks, and she uses magic for AoEs. So, I kind of try to keep her balanced, but for right now, she has the Ring of Hades for the death resistance, the Star of Elendil, which gives plus 4 to stamina, plus 20% to all stats, and plus 8 to stats resistance, which we've already talked about. We have a lot of Star of Elendils from drops. Our mods, we've also gotten a few Armads, and I've been replacing the Paralyzed regimes with those, as I mentioned before. So we already know what Armads is. She has it equipped for the Paralyzed resistance. Also, the plus attack is pretty useful for her. along with, plus stamina. Alright, Yugi, our other beefy physical attacker, she uses a nice variety of, we have really good attack items, I have to say. They provide not only attack, but a large balance of other things that you can use. For magic items, though, not so much. So, it's really my physical attackers that have been benefiting the most from all this. Anyway, Longsword Ringle, plus 68% attack, plus 88% speed, plus 128 cold affinity, which is good for Yugi because she's actually more vulnerable to cold, and paralyzed resistance 24. She also has 2 Flower Blade Kiku Ryusei, which gives attack, defense, mind, speed, plus 72%. It's a really good item. It's why she goes so fast now. Her speed's pretty high up there because of all these items. Alright. Komachi, our sponge debuffer and attacker. She has really horrible stats. Well, not really horrible, but she has really horrible defense. But she has good attack and good HP, so she just soaks hits. She's also reasonably fast now because of all the items I've equipped to her. So, Flower Blade Kiku Ryusei, which we already talked about. King of Hearts badge, which we also talked about already. Lion's King Soul, which is plus 40% HP attack, mind, and speed, plus 2 stamina, plus 4% recovery. Alright, Rainbow, our buffer and healer. She's mostly focused on flexion resistances and just being a tank, mostly. Being a mage tank, mainly, for the 4th row slot. Anyway, Robo Twilight, plus 16% SP, plus 50% defense and mind. Ribbon, which is plus 24 to all stats resistances. If you can get more than one of these ribbons, you're good to go, but unfortunately I haven't been so lucky. Divine Spirit Barrier, plus 88% defense and mind, plus 6% recovery. And that is everyone. Alright. Sorry for the long-winded stuff, but I know some people are actually playing this game along with me, so I wanted to at least show that off. I'm probably not going to do it for the beginning of every game. I will go ahead and do it for boss fights, though. It might not take as long as what I just did, simply because I don't change gear that often. Like I said, I've been focusing on status resistances, so we've been fighting a lot of good items, but I don't use them, simply because it doesn't have any status resistances, and I need it. Because instead of relying on items to increase my stats, I rely on Iku. And she does a good job at it. So. Alright, back to business. Don't know who I was attacking. Alright, we'll just go with this. Dead. And you're dead. Okay, good. It's always good to save SP if you can. Alright, looks like we, found this area easy enough. Just making sure there's nothing else. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Who should I have attacking you? That's fine. Just the volume. There we go. Yeah, so we ran into the wall again. That's alright. We'll go ahead and just reveal what we found. Got a lot of backtracking to do, though, unfortunately, to do that. Oh, there is an event here. Kaneko, what's up? This place looks good. Alright. Wow, what's that huge ball for? Oh, it's the control rod we'll use to deal with Touhou. This is control rod 3. How many were there in all? 4 of them. So troublesome. Alright, so we found the 3rd spot for the control rod. So 1 more to go, and then we can actually access the room that Touhou's been sealed in. We probably won't do that anytime soon, though. But yeah, it's one of the few events in this area that's actually inside the walls. Treasure-wise, they're all outside the walls. Okay, let's kill these guys. Let's kill these. Yes, I can. I don't know why I did physical attack instead of, focus, but whatever. So we're just gonna go ahead and reveal the rest of this. Back to here again. Alright, so what I was trying to do, we kind of ran into the wall somewhere around here, and I was trying to get over here, because there's probably a treasure here. And there's probably a treasure over here as well. So, let me get back to like right here, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, that was tougher than expected. The first attempt to try to get back here, one of those like cloaked guys, the blue cloak guys or whatever, they know destroy magic, and they used it, and I went ahead and just headed back to recover my SP. And then the second time I got practically to here, and then I accidentally misjudged where I was, and went right into a wall. So, 3rd time's the charm. I'm now back. Let's keep going. There. And here we go, event. Treasure box, let's open it. 240,000 skill points. Awesome. Alright, there's one area we still haven't checked out yet, so we'll be doing that next. Luckily, it's not as long of a walk. So there's a treasure box here, and there's probably one around here. Let's see, other than that, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else in this area. I did like find one treasure, I think around here or around there, but I think we're good. But what I'll do is, let me be right back, guys, and when we come back we'll either be here, or if I find a treasure over here, I'll be over here, so be right back. Okay, and we're back. We haven't done this path yet, so we're going to be exploring that. I went ahead and combed this area and this area just in case. I couldn't really remember which treasure chest I found or not. Didn't find anything, so you guys didn't miss anything. So let's continue. Yeah, this blue guy, this guy, he can cast Destroy Magic, so kill him. If you let him live, he might destroy magic and drain all your SP. I don't think I've mentioned on this floor, there are no bosses on this floor, so there's no Sigil Guardian or anything like that you have to worry about. Okay. Some of that feels like I've already gone through before, but better to be safe than sorry. I'm filled with all sorts of sage advice. why, but my depth perception seems to be off for some reason. I always think I have trouble telling where the walls are compared to my position, so sometimes I accidentally just step right into them. Alright, let's go ahead and target you. Actually, this is not good, because I don't have a strong enough attack to kill all of these guys. So I might get hit with Destroy Magic. Okay, Wind of Souls, that's fine. I can take Wind of Souls. Okay. Guess I'll get Kamachi for right now. Okay, there's a vent here. So let's get that. Treasure box. Captain Proof. We already gotten that item, so no big deal. And that's it. We finished the top section. So all we have left to do is to begin combing. This is going to take a while, guys. Alright, let me head back to Kentucky real quick. Actually, let me be right back, because I'm going to have to get back to that teleporter first. So, when we come... well, I'll be back, guys. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I'm at the little teleporter now, so let's go ahead and take it. And we're over here. Alright, time for the long part. There's not very many passageways, little walls in this area. It's actually just nothing but open space, almost. Oh, no, probably about half of it, over half of it. So, yeah. We got some walking to do. I think it's about time I start increasing everyone's attack power again. Attack and magic. But I've been spending my skill points increasing everyone's speed to 60, and now, as well as getting our HP up a bit. Oh, see? There you go. We'll deal with that in a sec. Alright, go around. So, right here, bottom left corner, there's an item. I know it's an item. 7 Senses Manual. I think we already gotten that. Or already got that, sorry. Yeah, it's all solid. It's just plus 88% magic. It's honestly not too bad. It's not like I'm exploring like a giant maze or anything. It's just open terrain, so I'm just going left and right, back and forth. I mean, honestly, there are far more tedious things in this game. Like, I don't know, floor 13. So, like doing every combination of floor 13. It's nothing of that level, so it should be fine. Whee! The good news is a lot of these little items that are right in the open, you can actually get to them by just running off from a certain spot that you probably find off, like a certain wall you find. But I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to trace. Kage actually has decent TP now, due to the fact I equipped her with plus stat item, or plus stamina item. Alright, we found ourselves another one. I'm just gonna run past it. I'll just get it when I pass by the next row. Kill the investigator. Whee! straight down the middle. You can, you'll find this item. Power Dragon Scale Mail. Nice. If you've forgotten, Power Dragon Scale Mail is plus 50% defense, plus 40% mine, plus all affinities, plus 72. Anyone? I don't even know who I can give that to. Definitely not you. Reimu, maybe. Yeah, Reimu would definitely be a good contestant for this. As soon as I remember where it is. Okay, I do not remember where Power Dragon Scale Mail's at. Oh, I've been like going over it over and over again. So if I equip this, I'll lose a little bit of mine SP, but I'll get more affinities. Yeah, I can live with that. Kinda depends on the fight though, but I'll go ahead and go with it. Affinities I think are more important. Okay, let me go ahead and call this a video. When we come back, we'll continue this long trek of combing the endless void of nothing. Don't worry, we are almost done with this floor. There really isn't too much to explore. It's just a matter of finding all the rest of the hidden items. So, I am the Depressed Hero, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou.